my name is Zoë Graham and I am a junior high school student at Hendersonville High School. I've currently taken art classes Visual Arts 1, Visual Arts 2, Digital Arts 1, and I've taken some art classes outside of school at Mont Haven's Cultural and Arts Center. Today, I am going to be taking the opportunity to show you guys my art pieces. I have done things with paint, charcoal, graphite, and much more. So thank you guys for this opportunity. I'm going to begin with my Real to Abstract piece I did in school. The medium I used for this was colored pencils, and the point of this project was to really show how we could convey something so realistic into something so abstract. So I wanted to do something like a face to really show just the contrast into something so realistic, into something so abstract, and something so puzzled. My next piece was done outside of school. This is a charcoal skull study. I've always loved skulls, and I just really wanted to show such a big value scale in one piece, and what better way to do that than with a skull? So yeah, I did this outside of school. My next piece I also did outside of school. My medium for this was acrylic wash paint. It's called Reflection of Self, and this is really heavily inspired by the pop art movement of the 1950s and 60s. But I also wanted to show my inner creativeness and just imagination kind of outward instead of inward. My next piece was this ribbon study I did in school. My medium for this was charcoal, and like the skull, I really wanted to use charcoal, one of the best mediums, to show real contrast and value and use the whole value scale in total. This is not a piece, but this is a study I did in school. We had to do these for about 30 seconds to a minute. And these were called just fast figure studies. So I just did these quick ones, quick studies of my fellow classmates. Another piece I did outside of school, the medium I used for this was acrylic wash paint. The title of this is called I Spy, and it's inspired by the covers of the I Spy books, the children's books. And they were always my favorite, and I've always been fond of just like the look of toys and the material. And I really wanted to capture their total essence and just all the imagination in total. Another piece I did at school was just a hand figure study. The medium for this is graphite, and I looked purely at my hand the whole time for this one, and I did not want to make it flawless at all. I wanted to kind of capture every single flaw and every rigidness of my fingers and my palms, while also still capturing all the shadows and highlights and all the like curves and edges. Another piece I did in class was the still life. I wanted to capture the textures and all the highlights and like all the shadows. And by textures, I mean the glass, the gold, the pear, the pearls, the backdrop. I just wanted to capture it all in total. The medium I used for this was just acrylic paint. And yeah, this is the still life. Another thing we did in class was trading card books. Basically every Friday we would do these little pictures that we'd turn in, and they all had a theme. And the cover I made for mine was this moon and sun goddess. It is heavily inspired by one of my favorite artists, Kinoko Y Craft. She painted very whimsical fairy tale-like paintings. Inside, it is full of my trading cards, and I want to show you some of my favorites. This is one. The theme for this was agitated, and the red in contrast with the graphite, I wanted to show the anger outwardly. Another one I did was a still life of matcha Kit Kats. These are some of my favorite comfort foods, and the theme for this one was comfort. Another one I did was the theme for hope, and I'm reaching out of hands to kind of show like we all reach for hope. And that's why I made only one color in this one to kind of represent that. Thank you guys so much for this opportunity. My name is Zoë Graham, and I cannot wait to hear back from you guys. Thank you so much.